A barn burner for the series finale on the Palm Springs Stadium here in day number 8 of the Power Summer Collegiate League. Hello, everyone. Good morning from beautiful Palm Springs, California. Griffin, Epstein, Jayce, Cicinelli. It is a fantastic matchup between the undefeated Lumberjacks, back-to-back champions 7-0, going up against the upstart Bootleggers 4-2, and entering the day tied for first atop the North Division. Jayce, this is a date we've had circled on our calendar for the last week.
Yeah, I mean, talking to the Bootleggers manager, John, here today, and, you know, he's ready to go. He wants to be the first team to knock off the undefeated Lumberjacks. Obviously, being undefeated, 7-0, trying to be the first team to knock them off.
Let's meet the lineup for the Jacks. Nick Eli leads off and plays shortstop. Johnny Alley bats second and plays center field. Cameron DeJournay bats third and is the designated hitter. Eric Ariola in the cleanup spot in the third baseman. Drew Perry bats fifth and plays left field. Cameron Tarlin batting sixth and playing right. Anthony Thomas bats seventh and plays first base. Ben Gemhart bats eighth and is playing second base. Dryden Fuco is the extra hitter and the 10th batter in the lineup. Here in a 10-man lineup in the PSCL, Ben Wade, the catcher. Ishmael Quintero, a lefty who's had a great start to the season, is on the bump for the Bootleggers to face Nick Eli. We're ready for baseball. Quintero on the left side of the rubber nods, turns, kicks, and throws. It's fouled back by Eli, and we're underway at 11:34 local time here at Palm Springs Stadium. 89 on the gun on the fastball. The first pitch out of the hand of Quintero. Two twins under manager Don Tessier on the Bootleggers, the Quintero brothers, the 0-1. Catches the top of the zone for a strike. 0-2. Ishmael and his brother Isaac, both lefty pitchers out of Cal State LA. Good D2 program. 5'9", 170 pounds. At the belt, Quintero turns and delivers. Fastball outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the dangerous Nick Eli.
Yeah, Nick Eli, one of the power hitters on this Lumberjack squad, one of 5 players, and he's a guy who loves to swing early in counts, but behind in the count here, but doesn't strike out a lot. Definitely puts the ball in play.
The 1-2. Grounded hard, left side, shortstop Owen Rice picks it up, tosses to first, 1 away. We'll meet the fielders today for the Bootleggers. Evan Percival is the battery partner of Quintero. Nicholas Gonzalez at first. Christian Maciel at second base, Owen Rice at short, and Nathan Durant at the hot corner at third. In the outfield, Trey Johnson in left, Connor Martin in center, and Kenny Booth in right. Beautiful sunny skies, clear, bright blue sky, a very light wind on a lovely Thursday morning here in Palm Springs. The lefty Johnny Alley digs in, swinging away, and fouls it off left side.
Yeah, Ishmael, one of those pitchers. He doesn't walk a lot of hitters, 12 strikeouts, just 4 walks. And he's a guy who loves to attack hitters and live in the zone.
Here's the 0-1. It's high, 1 ball and 1 strike to the lefty Alley. Umpires for this morning, John D. Caesar behind home plate, William Macareno in the field. Quintero has the sign and delivers. It's lined hard right side off the netting. 1 ball and 2 strikes. What a start to the season for the Lumberjacks. They're back-to-back PSCL champions. 7-0, and it's not just 7-0, but it's been dominant for the Jacks. 66 runs scored through the first 7 games, and even more impressively, their pitching has been dominant. Just 14 runs allowed through 7 games. That's just 2 runs allowed per game. The 1-1 home. High, 2 balls and 1 strike. That's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Make it to Alley. Quintero wipes off some sweat. His left hand wipes the brow and gets back on the bump. Black glove set at a black belt. He kicks and delivers. Curveball inside, and it hit Alley. Didn't break back into the zone, and Alley wore it right off the elbow, and the Jacks have their first runner aboard.
Yeah, lefty-lefty matchup, trying to run a breaker in there, trying to get him off balance. But that one ran 2 inside. As you see, Alley staying a little closer to the plate than most hitters would, but he loves to crowd the plate and getting on base for the Jacks.
So it brings up Cameron DeJournay, the designated hitter, righty batter, with Alley at first and 1 out in the top half of the first. Quintero peeks back at first, kicks and fires, swing and a miss, bending out of the zone, 0-1. Orange tops for the Bootleggers today, with Bootleggers written in brown across the chest, white piping with white numerals on the back, white pants and a black belt, a gray PSCL hat with an orange brim, while matching the orange jerseys for the Bootleggers. Here's the 0-1. Grounded hard left side, Durant bobbles it, picks it back up, now will fire to first in time, and a throw down to second. Alley lurking off the bag, he gets back safely. DeJournay is out. Durant had a chance at a double play, but the bobble meant there was only a play at first.
Yeah, and even though there's the bobble there, he did a good job as far as not overcomplicating the play. He takes his time, gathers his throwing motion, throws a good strike over there to first, and most importantly, you got 2 outs now for the Bootleggers.
Brings up Eric Areola, the cleanup batter for the Jacks. Third baseman bats righty, with Alley in scoring position at second. Bootleggers trying to pull off the upset, 4-2. They started the season 4-0. They were the lone remaining undefeated team outside of the Jacks, but have dropped 2 in a row. Trying to turn that around with a huge win today against an undefeated squad. Quintero peeks back at second and delivers low on an 84-mile-per-hour fastball, 1-0.
Yeah, Areola, another one of those power hitters. On base percentage over 400, a guy who gets hits but also gets on base, and that's why perfect cleanup hitter for this undefeated Jacks lineup.
Quintero at the belt and home. Chopped off the end of the bat, trickling down the third base line. It's past the glove of Quintero, rolling to second, picked up by Maciel, and he makes the throw in time for the out. Quintero couldn't get to the baseball, but an excellent read by Maciel, the second baseman, to make the throw from the grass and beat the sprinting Areola for a clean first inning for the Bootleggers. Bootleggers head to bat for the first time, scoreless on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
We just got our best ever ratings from U.S. News and World Report. We're the #1 hospital in Riverside and San Bernardino counties. High performing in 17 common procedures from joint replacements to heart attack care. And for the first time, national ranking as high performing in 3 adult specialties. We're proud of these ratings, but what matters most, as always, is how we rate with you. Learn more at eisenhowerhealth.org/awards.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $29.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Back at Palm Springs Stadium for the bottom of the first inning, scoreless between the Bootleggers and the Jacks. Starting lineup for the Bootleggers, Troy Johnson bats first and plays left field. Christian Maciel bats second and plays second base. Brian Lockhart batting third and the extra hitter. Jayce Ramirez in the cleanup spot as the DH. Nicholas Gonzalez bats fifth, plays first. Owen Rice bats sixth and is the shortstop. Nathan Durant bats seventh and plays third base. Connor Martin batting eighth and playing center field. Evan Percival bats ninth and catches, and Kenny Booth rounds out the lineup playing right field. First pitch from the righty, James Williams in for a strike to the righty, Troy Johnson. Underway in the bottom of the first, scoreless between the Lumberjacks and the Bootleggers. Talented tall righty James Williams fires home. It's sliced right side and through, base hits. Through the 4-3 hole, Troy Johnson leads off with a base hit.
How about that good swing? But how about that hard 90 out of the box? He was sprinting there saying, I'm getting to that first base. Obviously, you see a lot of times right fielder trying to get the outfield assist, make the throw to first, and he wasn't going to let him do that, and Johnson hustling out of the box. First hit of the ball game.
So it brings up the righty Christian Maciel. Second baseman also batting ready with Johnson at first. Big lead as Maciel fouls the first pitch down the first baseline. Thomas will give it a look, but it gets well out of play. Williams has had an excellent start to the season on the mound. 2 starts, a 1.80 ERA, and he's coming off a dominant start against the Haymakers. 6 innings pitched of shutout baseball. He allowed just 1 hit, 1 walk with, wait for it, Jayce, 12 strikeouts in 6 innings. That's dominance with a capital D. The 0-1's in for a strike. Quick throw back to first by the catcher, Wade. And Johnson dives back in safely. That was in a 17-0 victory for the Jacks over the Haymakers.
Yeah, Maciel leads the team in on-base percentage, 4 walks. Just 3 for 7, but 11 plate appearances. A guy who just continues to get on base, really filled that 2 spot really well.
Williams at the belt, nods, and delivers. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball up in the zone. And that's strike number 3. So Maciel down on strikes, 1 away. I'll bring up Brian Lockhart, the extra hitter. Williams' first start of the season against the A's was also strong. Went 4 innings, so didn't earn the win, but allowed just 2 earned on 4 hits and 4 strikeouts. Good his first start. Excellent in his second start. First pitch to Lockhart's high. Throw down to second is getting Troy Johnson out by a mile. He didn't even slide. Did not get a good jump, and Ben Wade throws him out with ease.
Yeah, Ben Wade, really good arm behind the plate, showing it off right there. I mean, he had Johnson nabbed by a mile and didn't get the greatest jump over there at first, and gets out number 2 just like that.
First pitch home to Lockhart is a buckling breaking ball at the knees. That's the second pitch to Lockhart, I should say. It's 0-2. The wind and fire, swing and a miss. And now it's 1-2. So the base is cleared with 2 outs in the bottom of the first and scoreless. Williams delivers home. Check swing on a pitch outside of the zone. Appeal down to first. He went around. Back-to-back strikeouts after the leadoff base hit, and it ends up being just 3 batters faced for James Williams in the bottom of the first. We've played 1 scoreless, Bootleggers and Jacks on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
Desert Air started right here in the Coachella Valley in 1954, and we've been welcoming customers to our family ever since. With nearly 70 years of proven trust, dependability, and experience, we've got the AC and heating expertise to help you all year round. Plus, our factory-trained technicians provide well-informed maintenance, repairs, and installation, so you get our industry-best products with industry-best service. Contact our family at Desert Air. We'll make sure you live comfortably, always.
Like a family setting, you know, we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family-oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Back at Palm Springs Stadium for the top of the second inning. Scoreless between the Bootleggers and the Lumberjacks. Ishmael Quintero, southpaw, fires a first pitch strike into the righty batter, Drew Perry. 5th batter in the lineup, left fielder leading off for the Jacks in the top half of the second. Here's the 0-1. It's lined high in the air to left center, taking Troy Johnson back, looking up. It's off the wall. It bounces past the center fielder, Martin. And hustling around second goes Perry. The throw in is way late. It gets by the third baseman and nearly rolls into the dugout. It just stayed out. If it had gone into the dugout, that would have allowed Perry to score and advance a base if it went out of play. It just ricocheted to the right, but it's a stand-up triple for Drew Perry, who bounces it off the Agua Caliente Casino's billboard out in left center.
Yeah, what a swing. 98 off the bat, 76. Fastball left right over the heart of the plate, and he takes it a long way to left center. And obviously a leadoff triple. Good start for the Jacks, trying to score first here in this ballgame.
So Perry at third with nobody out after the leadoff triple. Brings up Cam Tarling, the right fielder. Corner infielders in with their toes on the grass. The lefty Quintero home, and it's flied foul by the righty Tarling. Here is the 0-1. Fastball just misses on the black. 1 ball and 1 strike from the lefty Ishmael Quintero. Hit a batter in the first, but otherwise worked out of trouble facing this potent Lumberjacks lineup. Third start of the season already for Quintero. Nods and delivers. Fastball on the outside corner for his strike. And that's 2 strikes on Tarling.
Yeah, that's a good spot right there. Trying to get a ground ball. Corner's in, but middle infielder's playing back, but trying to get a ground ball here, potentially keep it in the infield, maybe prevent that run from scoring. Obviously, he's got his work cut out for him with the leadoff triple.
Lines and fires. It's high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Quintero earned the win in his last outing, 5 2/3 in a start against the Blue Sox 5 days ago. He struck out 9 batters. He did allow 5 earned runs. That's against one of the best offenses in the league. The 2-2. Grounded right side in is the second baseman Maciel to glove. He'll toss to first in time for the out, but Perry scores from third, and the Lumberjacks strike first. A 1-0 lead in the top of the second.
Yeah, good job for Tarling hitting that ball hard, and as we mentioned, middle infielders playing back, able to get an RBI ground down and score Perry. As Jacks doing what they do a lot, scoring first in ball games.
I'll bring up Anthony Thomas, the first baseman. With now the bases cleared and 1 out, lefty on lefty matchup. Quintero delivers home. It's high, 1-0. John Tessier impressed by one of the twins, Ishmael Quintero, getting the start today. I was watching him warm up before the game and had nothing but good things to say. The 9 strikeouts against the Blue Sox, certainly showcasing some really good stuff. He went 2 shutout innings as well against MLBDC China in his first start of the season, back on opening day. 1-0 is popped up into right. It'll take Booth back a few steps under the baseball, reaches up and makes the catch. 2 away. 2 down, base is empty for Binion Gebhardt, second baseman for the Lumberjacks. It's 1-0 Jacks. With the direction of Sam DiMatteo, trying to win his 3rd straight PSCL title. It's been a busy last couple of months for DiMatteo. As the first pitch home to Gebhardt is popped up off the end of the bat and out of play. Head coach at College of the Desert, excellent junior college here in the Coachella Valley. Had another winning season. Hitting coach for the Palm Springs Power, the night team here at Palm Springs Stadium, and trying to win another championship as the skipper for the Lumberjacks here in the PSCL. Doing it all. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Half-hearted swing by Gebhardt, who yells at himself. Completely fooled on the breaking ball by Quintero. That's 72 and down in the dirt with 6 inches of horizontal break. 0-2. Fastball missed outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Quintero has the sign and home. Breaking ball just missed inside. The Bootleggers thought it was strike 3, and they'd have a fair argument to make.
Yeah, going back
That
to
it's 2-2.
Yeah, going back to DiMatteo, coaching at College of the Desert, back-to-back times they've made the playoffs. Lost to Santa Ana College last year, and
2-2. A high chopper left side, backhanded by the shortstop. Rice bounces off his glove and into left field. A nasty hop. Rice couldn't keep his body in front of it, and Gebhardt is aboard on an error.
yeah, high chopper, tough play, but obviously off the tip of his glove. Gets the extend the inning for the Lumberjacks, something you don't want to do against a very good hitting team.
2 outs, Gebhardt aboard at first, and it brings up Dryden Fuco, the lefty batting extra hitter. First pitch home to Fuco, in for a strike, 0-1. 1-0 Lumberjacks lead in the top of the second. Fuco wearing a bright red batting helmet matching his ankle protector above his right foot. The 0-1, check swing, and a strike on the outside corner. We got brothers on both of these teams. Got Owen and Dryden Fuco on the Lumberjacks. And on the Bootleggers, Ishmael and Isaac Quintero. A brothers affair on this Thursday morning. 0-2, runner goes. It's lined right side. Bouncer to the second baseman. Maciel spins around, throws to first in time for the out. A whirling dervish of a play by the second baseman Christian Maciel with a 360 spin retires the side in the second. But a triple by Drew Perry scores on a fielder's choice to make it 1-0 Lumberjacks over the Bootleggers on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
One nothing lead for the Lumberjacks over the Bootleggers in a matchup of two first-place teams on a Thursday morning from Palm Springs Stadium. First pitch home to Jayce Ramirez. The cleanup spot for the Bootleggers is cut on and missed by the righty batting designated hitter. The lanky righty James Williams on the bump. It's 2 strikeouts and faced the minimum in the first. The 0-1 is on the outside corner for a strike. And it's quickly 0-2 to Ramirez. Williams, a high set, glove up near his face, drops down to the belt, big kick and a fire. Breaking balls outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Williams, primarily a 4-pitch mix, but he actually has a knuckleball in his arsenal. We haven't seen it yet today. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Slider. Strikes out Ramirez, and 3 strikeouts for 4 of the outs for Williams. 1 away in the second.
Yeah, we mentioned how dominant Williams has been this summer so far, coming in 16 strikeouts, just 2 walks, and adding to his total, just going right after these bootlegger hitters.
So 1 away, and it brings up Nicholas Gonzalez, the lefty batter. A big swing and a miss on a curveball in the dirt. 0-1 to the first baseman. Williams working on the right side of the rubber with red Nike cleats today. The 0-1 is lined down the right field line. It's just foul. That was mere millimeters to the right of the first base foul line. Gonzalez, I should say, just missing extra bases.
Yeah, that's a pitch. He got a pitch on the inner half, tried to turn on it. It was a breaking ball, and fortunate for him, just foul, just to the right of the foul line.
0-2 count to Gonzalez. Lefty batter, waggling a brown bat above his shoulder. The pitch home, a fastball high at 88 on the gun. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The knuckleball for James Williams, been throwing it since he was 8 years old. Tino Novus, who seemingly knows everything about every player here at Palm Springs Stadium at the ballpark, feeding me some great intel. At some point, we'll likely see Williams mix it in, which is pretty impressive with all the other pitches he has up his sleeve. The 1-2 is cut off the end of the bat, trickling down the third base line. It's a fair ball. Bare end by Arriola. Throw across the diamond is one up to Thomas. It bounces by him back to the backstop, but Gonzalez will stay at first. It's an infield single for Nicholas Gonzalez and a very slowly hit baseball.
Yeah, that's a tough play to make, Arriola. Just a ball that got past the pitcher, and Arriola does everything he can coming in, trying to put a lot on the throw, but even if there's a perfect throw over there, I think you're looking at an infield single regardless.
I want to talk about slow off the bat. That was just 42 miles per hour off the bat. That's how hard of a play it was for Arriola, who by the time he barehanded it was closer to home plate than he was to third base. 1 out, 1 on for the righty shortstop Owen Rice. 3-stride lead at first for Gonzalez, and the pitch. Check swing on a ball inside, and Rice couldn't hold up. A samurai swing, and it's 0-1. Windless, cloudless day here at Palm Springs Stadium. Got a lot of fans in the stands today, Jayce. The 0-1 is fouled away right side. Numerous umbrellas down the right side, and fans enjoying some great baseball on a lovely day.
Oh, yeah, they're pumped about the matchup just like we were in the Open.
7-mile-per-hour winds according to the Weather Channel, but my eyes say nothing at all. The American flag is flat on the flagpole in center field. The 0-1 misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike, and one of the most clear days we've had in a couple weeks. The sky a brilliant color of blue today. It's a 1-2 count to Rice. Williams flutters the glove and delivers. Fastball is up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Williams a guy who he doesn't like to mess around with hitters, and meaning he doesn't throw a lot of waste pitches. He likes to retire hitters with the least amount of pitches as possible and trying to go deep in some ball games like he's done.
2-2. Inside, and it plunks Rice. Off the left elbow. Just walking it out a little bit. Gives the signal thumbs up to John Tessier that he's all right. And the Bootleggers threaten here in the second. They have 2 aboard with 1 out. Nathan Durant will come to the plate. A big third baseman. 6'6", 200 pounds at the plate to face James Williams. A big spot for the Bootleggers, trailing 1-0 in the bottom of the second. The delivery home. A curveball misses inside, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, Williams, we talk about how deep he goes in ball games. 4 in his first outing against the A's, but how about 6 against the Haymakers?
Williams looks back at seconds and throws home. It's fired straight back. 1-1. Gonzalez at second. He reached on a single, an infield single, and then Owen Rice was hit. Plunked by a pitch. He's aboard at first. All 3 outs that Williams has recorded on the bump have been by way of the K. 1-1. Popped up off the end of the bat. This could be trouble. Shallow right center. 3 green jerseys converge, and it's Connor Martin, or Johnny Alley, who makes the catch in shallow right center. And there's 2 outs.
Yeah, able to get soft contact and doesn't get hit hard usually for Williams. Williams last outing, 6 innings, 1 hit allowed, no runs, 1 walk, 12 strikeouts, and that's arguably the best pitching outing we've seen so far in the PSCL.
Certainly up there for one of the best. Complete game. There's been a few of them in the PSCL so far. Connor Martin, the lefty, digs in and takes the first pitch strike at the knees. I believe that's the changeup for Williams. Seeing the fastball, curveball, and changeup frequented so far by the righty. He looks back at seconds. And the 0-1. Fouled left side off the screen, 0-2. Looking to get out of a jam here in the second inning. Lumberjacks 7-0. Took down the Colonials yesterday 6-3 after a day off on Tuesday. The Bootleggers trying to bounce back from a 6-1 defeat to the Red Hot A's. The 0-2. Chopped up the middle. Softly hit to the shortstop Eli. He gloves and steps on first for the third out. So the Bootleggers strand 2 on 1 hit, no runs, through 2 innings. 1-0 Lumberjacks on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
Two locations with something for everyone. Stuffed Pizza Bar and Grill.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
A great ball game so far and a highly anticipated matchup between the Lumberjacks and the Bootleggers. 1-0 lead for the Jacks, undefeated over the 4-2 Bootleggers. First place entering today 2 games up on the rush. The Lumberjacks 7-0, and the Bootleggers entering the day 4-2 and tied for first place with the Blue Sox, who have won already today. So the Bootleggers, to stay in first, need a win here today. Top of the third inning, Ishmael Quintero back to work. First pitch swinging by Ben Wade off the bat. It falls into center field. 1 pitch, 1 hit.
Yeah, I love to see that out of the bottom of the order. Getting on base, immediately seeing the pinch runner come on for the Lumberjacks, Joe Jimenez. But, yeah, getting on base, and now you pass the baton now to your top of the order.
Nick Eli, shortstop, grounded out back in the first inning. Leadoff runner aboard for the second straight inning for the Jacks. Quintero steps off and tosses back to first. Wade will step on the back. How about the Quintero brothers? Ishmael making the start today. Isaac, his twin brother, also on the Bootleggers. And their older brother, Daniel, just finished up his career at Cal State LA. Quintero steps off again and tosses back to first. Wade steps back on the bag. Older brother Daniel, grad student. Started his career at Haram Community College and then the last 2 seasons at Cal State LA. Now his 2 twin brothers just graduating high school are off to join his alma mater. The 0-2 home is foul tipped into the dirt. Down to second goes Wade with an easy stolen base.
Yeah, the speed there that Joe Jimenez shows, one of the power players, coming in immediately for the catcher and swiping the extra 90, showing off the speed.
Jimenez, the courtesy runner. Got a great jump, and then Eli squaring around to bunt and hit it off the end of his. Looked like he hit it off the end of his bat, but must have gotten through and just off the glove of Percival. A lot of traffic behind home plate to even make that throw. Was the 0-2 sail side. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jimenez at second and nobody out.
And you saw Jimenez right when he got on base, timing the lefty. And as a runner, you're taught to go at first movement.
Quintero home, and it's fouled straight back. Eli stays alive. 1-0 lead for the Jacks over the Bootleggers, and
Catcher interference, I believe.
On the backswing, John Tessier wants to know what's going on. He walks out to get an explanation from John D. Caesar, home plate umpire for the afternoon. Coach Tessier is shaking his head as he walks back to the Bootleggers dugout. I guess the backswing, or the glove of Percival hit the backswing of Eli, and that awards him the free base. And now Sam DiMatteo, manager for the Jacks, wants to have a word with Johnny Alley before he steps to the plate. A lot going on here to start the top of the third.
Yeah, Johnny Alley so far has been the best hitter in this Jacks lineup. I mean, 6 hits, 4 extra base hits, including 2 long balls, and a team-high 13 RBIs. And second in RBIs is Drew Perry. So by a large margin, best hitter to drive in runners.
Alley was hit by a pitch back in the first. He's got 2 aboard with nobody out. A tantalizing position for the Jacks to add more to already a 1-0 lead. Quintero peeks back at seconds. Winds and steps off. Looks back Jimenez. Certainly been distracted by the Jacks runners on the bases so far today. Drew Perry hit a triple, came around to score in the second, the lone run so far in this ballgame. Quintero delivers a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 to Alley. Ishmael Quintero winds and delivers. A breaking ball just missed outside. The slider. 1 ball and 1 strike. 4-pitch mix for Quintero. He can throw the 4-seamer and the 2-seamer. Change-up, curveball, slider. Just out of high school. Graduated from Quartzville High School in Lancaster. It's up in the Antelope Valley in Southern California, about an hour north of Los Angeles. 0-2. Popped up high in the sky off the end of the bat. Third baseman Durant coming in way down the line. Now in foul territory. Reaches up, and it falls in fair territory. Both runners will advance, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. The light breeze gave that ball a ride in, and in came Durant. Quintero looked like he wanted it for a second, but Durant called him off. The third baseman has priority there, and he was in foul territory, overran it, and it fell on the dirt just to the left of the third base foul line.
Yeah, play where it's got to be caught. It was in fair territory, but obviously bouncing to the left side of the line after, so each runner will head back to the base and gives another chance for Johnny Alley to swing the bat.
Oh, 2 count to Alley. Quintero winds and delivers. It's a fastball high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jimenez at second, courtesy runner for Ben Wade, who reached on a single, and Nick Eli at first. Rather chaotic start to this top of the third. Two, lined right side, foul. The Lumberjacks dugout was pointing it fair. Trying to convince home plate umpire John D. Caesar, but clear to the right of the first base line, and we'll do the 2-2 all over again.
Yeah, a little bit of a hanging breaking ball, more toward the middle of the zone, and got away with one there. Johnny Alley, as we mentioned, dangerous hitter in this Lumberjacks lineup.
His fellow Johnny Young for the Jacks, is the first base coach, and he was pleading for a fair ball call. Good pickoff throw back to second, and a tag from Rice is just laid off the helmet of Wade, or of Jimenez.
Yeah, loving the communication right there between the shortstop pitcher trying to time this pickoff, trying to steal it out on the base pass. Would love that.
Another 2-2. Popped up into center. Martin racing over to his left. Long jog into left center under the baseball makes the catch head high. And a much-needed first out for the Bootleggers.
Yeah, it's a big out, number one. And most importantly, it keeps the runners where they're at. Can't advance an extra 90. So still runners at first and second, one away. A big, shallow fly ball for a big out, number one.
Cameron DeJournay, designated hitter, grounded out back in the first, strides to the plate. Quintero and the Bootleggers trying to keep the deficit at just 1 run, trying to pull off the upset over the Lumberjacks. Game circled on the calendar at this point for most teams when they face the Jacks. Certainly have a target on their back. First pitch home to DeJournay sails low to the disappointed look of Quintero, 1-0. When you're 7-0, you're back-to-back champions, a loaded lineup. Every team is going to give the Lumberjacks their all. That's the challenge that Sam DiMattio's squad has. 1-0. Chop left side and foul 1-1. Sometimes the team just has the magic, though. Palm Springs Stadium in the winter in the California Winter League, a professional development league. So the Washington Blue Sox lost their first 2 games, then went on a 13-game win streak. It was really special, all the way to the championship game where they ended up falling to the Alberta Grizzly.
Yeah, and you know you're going to get everyone's best game. They're coming, obviously, to try and knock you off, and Lumberjacks are just going to keep playing to their game.
1-1. Misses high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Curious, Jayce, it's felt like Quintero's been very distracted, especially by Jimenez over at second. He's really slowed down his rhythm here. Is it almost a little too much? Does he need to focus more just on the batter at this point?
Yeah, I mean, I know what he's trying to do. Since Jimenez has been coming to the game, he's trying to get into the pitcher's head, and I think he's done a pretty good job of that so far. But, yeah, you're trying to focus on the batter. You got a big out, number one, and you don't want to throw a mistake here to the dangerous 3-hitter.
2-1 is lined into left, racing over. Johnson reaches up the glove and makes the catch. 2 away. Hard hit ball, 90 off the bat of DeJournay, but only a few steps to the right for Troy Johnson. And there's 2 away, and Quintero and the Bootleggers need 1 more out, though it's not going to be easy against Eric Arriola to work a scoreless third.
Yeah, good job. Obviously a little hit harder than you would like, but it keeps the runners again still at first and second. And as you mentioned, 1 out away from getting out of this dangerous jam that the Lumberjacks had cooking up.
2 away. Arriola grounded out his first time to the plate with 2 on. 1-0 lead for the Jacks in the top half of the third. Quintero kicks and delivers. A check swing, and Arriola went around. No, he didn't go around. I'll appeal down to the field umpire, Willie Macareno, and that's the right call.
Yeah, he definitely went around there. I mean, I don't think it was close, but obviously not having the greatest view. Good to get clarity.
Arriola got all tied up on a ball inside the zone. No batting gloves for Eric today. The old-fashioned look, an 0-1 count to the third baseman. Fastball is piped right down the middle, and it's 0-2. It's a big moment in this ball game. The Bootleggers trying to keep the lead just 1. The home team today hoping to pull off the upset. Quintero readies, kicks and delivers. Runners take off, swung on and missed. Fastball up, strikes out Eric Arriola. And an excellent effort by Ishmael Quintero, escaping a jam with 2 on and nobody out. He holds the Jacks scoreless. Middle 3, 1-0 Lumberjacks over the Bootleggers on the PSCL Broadcast Network. Bottom of the third, and a big battle between the Lumberjacks and the Bootleggers. Day number 8 of the PSCL. Griffin, Epstein, Jayce, Cicinelli here on the PSCL Broadcast Network. Beautiful day for baseball. 1-0 lead for the Lumberjacks over the Bootleggers. James Williams showing off some excellent work on the mound. Bootleggers will try to get things going with Evan Percival, the catcher, leading things off. Takes the first pitch strike on a buckling breaking ball at the knees.
Yeah, very efficient so far, Williams been. Couple punch-outs, soft contact, and just 27 pitches through 2.
Turns and delivers. It's grounded hard left side. Diving the shortstop Gebhardt under his glove and into left. Base hit for Percival. Nick Eli couldn't reach it. Him and Bimium Gebhardt are going back and forth trading spots at second base and shortstop the last 3 innings. So it's a guesser's game who's over there, but Eli's 100% effort, not enough to stop a hard-hit baseball.
Yeah, sometimes you'll see with different hitters at the plate, middle infielders changing it up a little bit.
Courtesy runner for Percival. It's Anthony Carrillo. D1 player at a Grand Canyon University. The Lopes will run for Percival over at first. Kenny Booth, ready batting right fielder, digs in. 10th in the lineup today for the Bootleggers. Pitch home. Booth throws bunt, pulls it back. Pitch high. Pick off back to first. And diving in safely is Percival with that attack. Three hits for the Bootleggers off Williams. They've had one in each inning. Williams coming off 6-inning shutout performance last week against the Haymakers. And he had 12 strikeouts. The 1-0, bunt shown by Booth. He pops it up, but it's a fair ball. Now rolling foul down the first base line. Stayed in fair territory, and a good play by Anthony Thomas to just watch it kick to the right. A lot of English, and it's 1-2 to Booth. Carrillo jogs back to first.
Yeah, good decision. I like the decision because obviously that's a base hit. If it stays fair and easily the runner first to second, Percival was easily going to get there at second.
1-1 count make it to Booth with top of the order and Trey Johnson on deck for the Bootleggers. Williams at the belts. Has the sign and delivers. Bunt shown again, pulled back, pitch inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Oh, we know it. Everyone in the stadium knows it now. John Tessier has certainly put the bunt signal down to Booth to try to advance the runner Carrillo. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, trying to do your job, bottom of the order hitter, trying to get a runner in scoring position with your top of the order on deck.
He shows bunt again, pulls it back, and it misses outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Arriola playing in at third, just on the grass. The first baseman, Thomas, is holding Carrillo on the back. Middle infield shaded in for the Jacks. 3 balls, 1 strike. Williams delivers. Bunt shown again and lunged and missed by Booth. He actually just got a piece of it. It's fouled off the top of home plate, and now it's a full count.
Yeah, full count with 2 strikes. I wouldn't expect him to show bunt again, but starting to see it more than you've really ever seen it, where batters are still bunting with that 2-strike count on them.
Full count to Booth. Williams comes home. It's in there. Strike 3 called. Breaking ball freezes Booth. 1 away, and strikeout number 6 for Williams. He is a strikeout machine.
Yeah, the confidence to go to your secondary pitch on a full count, and that's just how Williams has been. Styled in, mixing it up, and freezing them for a big out number 1.
Back to the top of the order, and Troy Johnson, who singled back in the first inning. Righty on righty matchup. Williams twirls home. Fastball up and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Bootleggers won their first 4 games of the season, but have dropped back-to-back ball games. Their pitching has stood out, just 31 runs allowed on the season entering today. Second best in the league behind the Lumberjacks. So the 1-0 misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. Offense, 36 runs scored through their first 6 games of the season.
You mentioned the wind, only 7 miles per hour earlier in the ball game with barely any, but now it's picking up for sure.
Blowing in straight in from center field. Gusts up to 15 miles per hour this afternoon. 1-0 is lined right side and foul. 1 ball and 1 strike to Troy Johnson.
Yeah, we saw earlier high pop-up in earlier's game with the backspin dropped, and there's a fly ball with this wind. Definitely could be trouble for an outfielder for sure.
Williams readies and delivers. A fastball catches the black. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, you can't throw a better pitch than that. 87, lower outside corner, and even if you put that in play, you're putting that on the ground.
Williams winds and throws. Fastball is high, and another full count. It's time to Troy Johnson. Long, patient at bats here in the 3rd inning, and the pitch count of Williams going up and up. Troy Johnson called clutch by John Tessier. Here's the payoff. It's low, ball 4, and the throw down to second is all a moot point because that was ball 4. William Macareno, the field umpire, doesn't realize it. He called him out. It was an excellent throw by Ben Wade, but it appears everyone on the field was not paying attention to the count.
Yeah, no one knew except for home plate umpire John Descia that it was ball 4, but 2 base runners now on for the Bootleggers trying to get into the lead of this ball game.
So Carrillo at second. Might have slid his hand into the cleat of Eli. John Tessier out to make sure that Carrillo is okay. So Carrillo at second. Johnson at first. Second time back-to-back innings. 2 on for the Bootleggers against Williams. Can they deliver here in the 3rd? It's up to Christian Maciel, the second baseman who struck out swinging in the 1st. Williams delivers. Grounded foul right side. Final game on the stadium, day number 8 of the PSCL. Just over a weekend to 4 weeks of baseball, nonstop every day here at Palm Springs Stadium. 1 ball, 1 strike to Maciel. The pitch, high and tight, 2 balls and 1 strike. Private jet taking off from Palm Springs Airport. Less than a mile from here at Palm Springs Stadium, past center field. Williams looks back at second, at the belt, and home. Pitch outside, just catches the zone. Check swing by Maciel, but a strike anyways. That's 1 ball and 2 strikes to the second baseman. Recent high school graduate. High up in the lineup today for John Tessier. The 1-2 misses up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's a young squad for John Tessier, and certainly the Bootleggers, a big story of the PSCL, winning their first 4 games. The pitching's been great. The hitting's been clutch. A dark horse candidate to win the championship. The 2-2, swing and a miss. The changeup blown by Maciel, and that's strikeout number 7 for James Williams. He's maybe not gotten outs as quickly as he would have liked today, but 7 of his 8 outs recorded have been by way of the strikeout. That's remarkable. It's actually 6 strikeouts. Take it. My math has let me down again, Jayce. First pitch home to Brian Lockhart is swung on and missed.
Feels like 7. Especially when there's runners on. He doesn't stress. That's what makes him so good. Almost makes you feel he pitches better when he allows a runner or two to get on base, really just racking up the strikeouts.
2 on 2 out with the throw home high. 1 ball and 1 strike to Lockhart, who was one of the strikeout victims of Williams back in the first inning. 6 strikeouts. He's worked 7 outs on the bump. There was 1 fly out to center. So 6 of his 7 outs recorded have been via the strikeouts. 1-1. Lined into center. Down base hit. Quickly relayed in by Alley, and the throw was an excellent one as Carrillo holds it third. The stop sign was quickly put on by John Tessier, the third base coach. The bases are juiced, though, for the cleanup hitter, Jayce Ramirez. It's the 4th hit of the day for the Bootleggers, but they're still looking for their first run, and Sam DiMatteo in a big spot will talk things over with Williams and the rest of the Jacks infield.
Yeah, you talk about really a good job by Johnny Alley fielding that line drive on a hop and just throwing an absolute bullet to his cutoff man. And I mean, you talk about getting a ball in quick, trying to keep the game tied. And if you're the Lumberjacks, you still have 2 outs. Obviously, bases loaded, but you're 1 good pitch away from getting out of this inning. And Williams has been throwing a lot of those so far this morning. Or this afternoon, I should say now.
Started at 11:34, almost an hour into baseball, 12:30 Pacific Standard Time on the summer solstice here today, the most sunshine we'll have all year. I saw it is the longest summer solstice in 260 years. So we're blessed with a lot of sunshine today. As the first pitch to Jayce Ramirez sails high. Ramirez trying to bring some sunshine into the lives of the Bootlegger players. Have an excellent opportunity here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the bottom of the 3rd. 1-0. Sails high again. 2 balls and no strikes to Ramirez. Carrillo at 3rd. Johnson at 2nd. Lockhart at 1st. 1-0 Jacks in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Williams turns and deals. High once again. 3 pitches up in the zone have missed, and it's 3-0 to Ramirez with nowhere to put him.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're Ramirez, you're almost taking until you get 2 strikes.
Williams works quickly. Big kick and a throw. It's at the top of the zone for a much-needed strike. He's on the board. 3-1 to Ramirez.
And again, if you're Ramirez, you're taking here unless it's perfect, unless it's a pitch you know that you can handle, try and drive in a pair.
3-1. Swung on. Right side. Foul territory. Out of play. A full count to Ramirez with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Doesn't get much bigger than this.
Yeah, definitely the biggest pitch so far of the game. And obviously a tough spot as a hitter. 3-2 count. Trying not to expand, but also you know you have 2 strikes, so you got to protect as well.
Williams readies. Kicks and throws. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Tagged out Wade to Ramirez. And James Williams escapes the jam in the 3rd inning. He leaves 3 runners stranded. 2 hits for the Bootleggers, but they do not score. Shutout through 3. It's 1-0 Jacks on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
3 complete from Palm Springs Stadium. 1-0 lead for the Bootleggers over the Lumberjacks. James Williams striking out the side in the third, getting out of a bases-loaded jam. The Bootleggers have to be shaking their heads. They've left 5 stranded through 3 innings. First pitch to Drew Perry, the left fielder, at a triple to lead off the second inning, is low for a ball. Perry scored the lone run of the game, tripled in the second, and scored on a ground out. 1-0 on the outside corner for a strike. 1-1 from the southpaw Ishmael Quintero. Recent graduate of Quartz Hills High School in Lancaster, about an hour and a half away from here. And his brother Isaac on the Bootleggers. Kick home. It's low. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, still throwing in the 80s. Velo's still there for the southpaw, and he's done a great job. He's allowed just 1 hit through 3. Gets the undefeated Lumberjacks.
Quintero home. Popped up off the end of the bat. Shortstop Rice having a hard time reading it. Fighting the sun. Over is the second baseman, Maciel, but it'll be Rice to make the catch. Ended up being straight away center, a couple steps onto the grass, and Rice was able to pick up the baseball. He was smart to have the sunglasses on his face. There's always those baseball players who have the sunglasses on their hat, which kind of defeats the use of the sunglasses.
Yeah, good job. A lot of times when you lose it in the sun, you'll see fielders kind of just give up and just be like, where is it at? But he keeps his eyes on it till the last second, able to track it down.
Cameron Tarling stands in and takes the first pitch strike. Tarling, the RBI ground out back in the second. Only hit allowed. Now 1.5 times through the lineup for Quintero. That triple to Perry. Or 2 hits, actually. It's off the end of the bat. Grounder right side. And Quintero tried to scoop it with his glove and throw to first and couldn't pick it up.
Yeah, that's a bang play over there. Pitcher, obviously when you're a lefty, you're kind of falling off the third base side of the mound, and obviously should be an infield hit on that bang play, but even with the glove toss, I don't know if you're getting the speedy Tarling sprinting down the line.
So it brings up Anthony Thomas with Tarling at first. I think Quintero realized his only chance was to flip with his glove. He wasn't going to have time to transfer the ball glove to hand. First pitch to Thomas, the lefty misses outside, 1-0. Tarling at first, 1 out, top 4. 1-0 lead for the Lumberjacks over the Bootleggers. Tarling takes off, throw is low, throw down to second is well late. And Tarling has a stolen base and a cloud of dust.
Yeah, Lumberjacks being aggressive on the base pass, 2 for 2 today on stolen bases and trying to contribute another run to their just 1-0 lead here in the 4th.
One and one count to Thomas with 1 out and Tarling at second. Quintero at the belt, looks back at second. He does a lot of checking on runners as he fires home, and it's fouled straight back by Thomas. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One, 2. Swing and a miss. Fastball away. Down on strikes is Thomas.
Yeah, good pitch right there. Lefty-lefty matchup. Fastball outside and good pitch right there. Get a big out, number 2.
John Tessier quickly walking out to the mound to have a word with the young lefty Quintero and the catcher Percival. Tarling at second with 2 outs in the 4th. It's been an impressive performance today by the young lefty Quintero. You think only 18, 19 years old, just graduated high school, and facing an experienced veteran Lumberjacks lineup that's beat up nearly every pitcher they faced. And Quintero has stood in there strong. He's worked around some traffic on the base pass and is an out away from 4 excellent innings with just 3 hits and 1 run. Binion Gebhardt digs in with the meeting done. Righty batter reached on an air back in the 2nd. Quintero looking at a dancing Tarling at 2nd, and now comes home. Fastballs up and high. 1-0.
Yeah, Lumberjacks have scored at least 6 runs in 6 out of their 7 wins. The only close affair, 3-1 W back against China back in Game 2 on June 13th.
It was a 6-3 game yesterday against the Colonials, who did give it their best shot. But indeed a lot of blowouts for the Lumberjacks. Sails outside, throw down to 3rd, skips into left, and here comes Tarling around to score. Steals 3rd. The throw from Percival in the dirt got past Durant into left field, and it's 2-0 Lumberjacks. They add another run.
Yeah, stolen base and an E2, and just trying to throw him out. Continuing to be aggressive on the base passes. Sam DiMatteo, and a lot of times you'll see errors come and go when being aggressive on the bases.
That could be a pivotal run in this ball game on what's been a low-scoring pitcher's duel. Throw that gets away. 2 across. Single stolen base error to score Tarling. Lumberjacks just seem like they do the little things well. They do the big things well, too. 2-0 home, and it's a strike at the knees to Gebhardt. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs now. The base is empty in the top of the 4th. The Jacks have doubled their lead to 2-0. Quintero turns and delivers. It's line down the left field line, racing over Johnson. He dives, can't get the baseball. Rolls by him. This could be a triple. Still rolling to the track. Gebhardt on his horse, hustling to 3rd. Here comes the throw. It's not in time, and it bounces away from Durant. A triple for Binion Gebhardt.
Yeah, triple there, speeding around the bases, inside pitch, turning on it. But how about the effort from Johnson? I love the effort, laying out full extension, trying to make a big play for your pitcher. And obviously, it does cost them an extra 90 feet, but good effort, just unable to get there.
So Gebhardt at 3rd as the ball rolled all the way to the warning track, out of the reach of the diving Johnson. And it's up to Dryden Fuco to try to drive in another run for the Jacks and extend a 2-0 lead. Lefty on lefty matchup. Fuco grounded out back in the 2nd. Pitch home. Sails high, 1-0. A beautiful breaking ball catches the top of the zone, 1-1. That had some horizontal and vertical movement on it. 5 inches vertical break, 2 inches horizontal break, presented by our excellent TrackMan analytics tracking here at Palm Springs Stadium. First year we've had this for the PFCL. 1-1, another swing and a miss on another beautiful breaking ball. Curveball falling out of the zone. 1-2.
Yeah, curveball living around the low 70s, fastball around the high 80s, or low 80s. Decent drop off.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Kick home. Popped up into shallow center. Connor Martin drifting over to his right. Under the baseball, makes the catch to retire the side. Another run added on for the Jacks in the fourth. They used 2 hits and a key error to make it 2-0. Middle 4, Lumberjacks, Bootleggers on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Hey, Power Baseball fans. Looking to hit a home run against pests in your home? Rudy's Pest Control is your winning choice. Rudy's Flex 80/90 Pest Control Plan offers effective and affordable protection with just 5 visits a year instead of the usual 12, so you'll have more time to do what you love. Visit rudyspest.com or call 760-746-PEST and declare, heck no, 12's gotta go. Rudy's Pest Control is your home run choice, so get started today.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $29.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Two 2-0 lead for the Lumberjacks over the Bootleggers. Bottom 4 for Palm Springs Stadium. It's been a good ball game between two teams that enter the day in first place in their respective divisions. Jacks 7-0 in the South. Bootleggers 4-2 in the North. Bootleggers will have the lefty lead off. Nicholas Gonzalez flies it to first, and it's caught by the first baseman Anthony Thomas. 1 pitch, 1 out for James Williams.
Yeah, Bootleggers, they've had some chances to score last couple innings. Stranded 5. Bases loaded situation last inning, but just unable to come up with the dominant pitching performance so far from James Williams.
Have 4 hits. Loaded the bases. First pitch swinging out to Owen Rice into right. Racing back is Tarling to make the jogging grab. 2 outs on 2 pitches.
Yeah, nothing better for that. Keep the momentum on your side. Get back the hitters on the diamond.
Nathan Durant will try to slow down this inning. Third baseman flew out to center back in the second. Bootleggers have had a base runner every inning. First pitch home to Durant is a fastball at the letters, called a strike, 0-1. 2 on with 1 out in the second. Have the bases loaded with 2 out in the third. Could not score. 0-1. Fastball outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Haymakers took down the Bombers at game number 1 on the stadium today. 8-3 win for the Haymakers. The 1-1 at the knees for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Durant. Thrilling game on the backfield in game 1. The Blue Sox beating MLBDC China 11-10. Blue Sox go to 5-2. 0-2, chopped off the end of the bat, up the middle, racing in Gebhardt to glove it, spins around, fires to first in time for the out. A little extra mustard on the throw from Gebhardt to get it in there in time, and him and Eli, who've been switching back and forth in the middle infield, continue to make great plays. It's the first 1-2-3 inning for James Williams. We've played 4, 2-0 Jacks over the Bootleggers on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Desert Air started right here in the Coachella Valley in 1954, and we've been welcoming customers to our family ever since. With nearly 70 years of proven trust, dependability, and experience, we've got the AC and heating expertise to help you all year round. Plus, our factory-trained technicians provide well-informed maintenance, repairs, and installation, so you get our industry-best products with industry-best service. Contact our family at Desert Air. We'll make sure you live comfortably, always.
We've played 4, 2-0 lead for the Lumberjacks over the Bootleggers. It's been a fun one here on the PSCL Broadcast Network. So glad you could join us. Beautiful Thursday afternoon, or whatever day and time it is, wherever you're watching on the globe on the summer solstice. First pitch of the 5th by Ishmael Quintero is fouled straight back by Ben Wade. Wade singled in the 2nd. Catcher batting in the 10 spot. Then it's back to the top of the lineup for the Lumberjacks and Nick Eli. 0-1. Fastball outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ishmael Quintero's worked a really nice game. 2 runs on 4 hits. And there have been 2 errors committed behind him, though both runs earned. Nods and delivers. It's low. Change up. Bootleggers have no runs on 4 hits and 2 errors. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Jacks. Kick and a throw. It's outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Ben Wade. Last game on the backfield today. Got the A's, who've impressed lately, taking on the Coyotes. That's a sneaky good game on the backfield. 3-1. Popped up, right side, and out of play. It's rung full to Wade. A's have won back-to-back games. They can hit. They're 3-4 and scored 49 runs in their first 7 games. And the Coyotes kind of quietly gone 4-2. They've only played 1 game on the stadium so far, so haven't seen a lot of them here on the broadcast. We'll be coming over to the stadium a lot more in the next week. Looking forward to seeing the Oats. Full count to Wade. Here's the pitch. Grounded up the middle. Over to the right is Maciel, second baseman. Gloves it, throws to first to beat the sprinting Wade by half a stride. 1 out in the top of the 5th. They'll roll back over to the top of the lineup and Nick Eli, who's 0 for 2, but reached on catcher's interference back in the 3rd on a funky play. Eli and Eric Arriola playing double duty over the last 24 hours. This lefty pitcher facing righty batter matchup is underway with a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Both Eli and Arriola were in Palm Springs Power jerseys last night as the Power defeated the East LA Dodgers. So that game finished at about 10 o'clock. And then back here this morning for an 11:30 start time. It's a quick turnaround. The 0-1 inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Eli, Arriola getting a lot of at-bats with both the Power and in the PSCL. 2 talented high-level players. Experienced, and certainly both going on to do big things. Good with the Power and great with the Lumberjacks. The 1-1 popped up high on a bright blue sky in the infield. Coming in the shortstop, Ricey calls off everyone and makes the catch on the edge of the infield grass. There's quickly 2 away here for the Bootleggers in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, good bounce back so far in this inning. Couple soft contact outs, quick outs. Trying to go deep in this ball game. Only 2-0. Throw the ball very well against a very explosive offense.
Lefty on lefty matchup for Johnny Alley. Takes the first pitch strike from Ishmael Quintero. Alley flew out to center and was hit by a pitch back in the first. Quintero working right on the heart of the rubber. Black glove at the belt. Turns, kicks, and delivers. At the knees, just missed. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Johnny Alley, the only PSCL player with multiple home runs, showing off the power.
1-1. Lined left side, and that'll go well out of play. Big day here in the Coachella Valley. Coachella Valley Firebirds are playing this evening with the Palm Springs Power off at Acrisure Arena. 2-1 lead for them in the Calder Cup over the Hershey Bears Championship Series of the AHL. Looking forward to following along from Acrisure tonight. 1-1 is high, and ducking out of the way is Alley. 2 balls and 1 strike. Firebirds won Game 3 in front of a sellout crowd on Tuesday. I'm told it's sold out again tonight. They've got the stars coming out, too. They've got the lead singer of Train is singing the national anthem tonight. And American Idol winner Abby Carter is doing a live performance. 2-2. It's inside and a full count to Alley. It's always a star-studded affair in the Coachella Valley. There's always celebrities here performing, movie festivals, museums, art exhibits, architecture. There's always big-name celebrities and limos everywhere here in the Valley. It's a lot of fun to be a part of. The payoff home, chopped off the end of the bat right in front of the mound, picked up by Quintero. He fires to first to beat Alley for a 1-2-3 fifth inning. It's been excellent work for Ishmael Quintero. 5 excellent innings. He's allowed just 2 runs on 4 hits. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Bootleggers looking for some offense. 2-0 Jacks lead on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
We just got our best ever ratings from U.S. News and World Report. We're the #1 hospital in Riverside and San Bernardino counties. High performing in 17 common procedures from joint replacements to heart attack care. And for the first time, national ranking as high performing in 3 adult specialties. We're proud of these ratings, but what matters most, as always, is how we rate with you. Learn more at eisenhowerhealth.org/awards.
Bottom 5 for Palm Springs Stadium. 2-0 lead for the Lumberjacks over the Bootleggers. Excellent pitchers duel by the starters today here in Palm Springs. James Williams back out to work the bottom of the 5th. Bunt shown and fouled straight back by Connor Martin, the center fielder, who struck out in his lone at bat so far today. Williams has worked 4 innings, and he's retired his last 4 batters. His first 1-2-3 inning in the 4th when he got 2 outs, his first 2 outs on 2 pitches. 0-1, fastball inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. He worked out of a bases loaded jam in the 3rd and 2 on in the 2nd. So stranded 5 runners, and after working a complete game shutout in his last outing, who knows, might be trying for that again today. The 1-1 misses outside, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, currently it's 64 pitches right now, entering this inning with 61, and has been efficient. He's been able to escape some jams.
6-1, 185 on the bump. Kicks and fires. Popped up left side out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Local kid out of Moreno Valley, right over the San Joaquinto Mountains, about an hour away here from Palm Springs. Affectionately known as Mo Valley by the locals. Kick home, inside, and it's gone full to Connor Martin. The payoff home, outside ball 4. A leadoff runner aboard for the Bootleggers. Martin at first, and it brings up Evan Percival, who already has a base hit today.
Yeah, Martin, only bootlegger with multiple stolen bases so far. Definitely a stolen base threat with a big lead over there at first.
First pitch home to the righty Percival, in for a strike at the knees. Now, Williams been masterful working out of this stretch. It hasn't bothered him today. At the belt, nods and delivers. Oh, inside and off the glove of Wade, back to the screen. Martin jogs down to second, but it hit the bats. Oh, man, of Percival. How unlucky is that?
Yeah, you see the frustration from him. Disappointed, couldn't get the bat down when ducking and getting off the handle. Could have been our leadoff runner in scoring position and a 1-ball, 1-strike count.
That is a painful break for the Bootleggers in a game of inches. It's just 2-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Williams checks back at first. Martin back in safely with a head-first slide. So an 0-2 count to Percival, fighting from behind. The pitch home. Outside corner, strike 3 called.
Yeah, we've seen some good framing all day long for Ben Wade. A pitch that was a little off the plate, but setting up outside there, able to bring it back in, and good strikeout number 1 in the inning.
7th strikeout of the afternoon for Williams. Pinch hitter here, Kenny Booth is out. And Anthony Carrillo, the lefty hitter, stands in to face Williams and takes a first pitch ball. Grand Canyon Antelope. 1-0 to the lefty hitter. Breaking ball outside. 2 balls and no strikes. 1 on, 1 out, bottom 5, 2-0 lead for the Jacks over the Bootleggers. Williams at the belt, rocking back and forth. Has the sign and throws. Fastball up and away. 3-0 to Carrillo. 7 strikeouts. 2 walks, 1 hit by pitch. 4 hits, no runs allowed. 3-0 is outside. Ball 4. There is walk number 3 in the second of the inning. There's 2 aboard with 1 out, and once again, a runner in scoring position for the Bootleggers, the 3rd time today.
Yeah, they really need to cash in here. They've have the same hits as the Jacks, stranded 5 runners entering this inning, and just waiting for that clutch hit.
Troy Johnson has been that clutch hitter for the Lumberjacks, or for the Bootleggers all season. He lays down a bunt down the third base line, but hold on, it's foul. Bounced off home plate. That was a good bunt, too, by Johnson. Wade, the catcher, was coming out to make the play. He probably would have had the out at first, but that certainly would have advanced both runners. Instead, it's 0-1.
Yeah, just another tough break for the Bootleggers, trying to keep the gas, trying to get the Lumberjacks defense off their toes.
So an 0-1 count to Johnson, who singled in the first, walked in the third. 3rd time facing Williams. Corner infield is in for the Jacks. Here's the 0-1. It's high. 1 ball, 1 strike. John Tessier asked him before the game, name a player that's really impressed him through the first week. And Troy Johnson were the first 2 words out of his mouth. It's been the clutch hitter, 2 outs, runners on, that's come through and helped lead the Bootleggers to 4 wins and 6 tries. 1-1. Lined left field, over the head of the leaping Eli and down. A stop sign is put on at third, and the bases are loaded. Johnson does it again, another clutch hit, and the bases are juiced with 1 out.
Good swing, pitch lower part of the zone, goes down, gets it. Able to punch it over Nick Eli, the shortstop's head, and again, a bases loaded situation for the Bootleggers.
Christian Maciel steps to the plate for the Bootleggers. In fact, he does not step to the plate. It's going to be a pinch hitter. Trezui Moto, a lefty to face Williams off the bench. Bases loaded, 1 out. Ready Williams is ready. Here's the pitch. It's a strike right down the middle, 0-1. Bases are loaded, 1 out, bottom 5. The Bootleggers trying to come from behind. They trail 2-0. Martin at third, Carrillo at second, Johnson at first, and Uemoto off the bench, the lefty batter at the plate. Williams turns and delivers. It's outside. A fastball just missed. 1-1. The velo down a couple ticks for Williams. That was 86 on the gun. Williams turns and delivers. Oh, way outside. That slipped out of the hands on a breaking ball. 2-1. Williams escaped 2 on in the second without allowing a run and escaped a bases-loaded jam in the third without allowing a run. Looking for another Houdini act here in the bottom of the 5th. 2-1 count from Williams. The pitch. It's low. 3 balls, 1 strike to Uemoto.
And we saw this situation back in the third. Bases loaded. It was 2 outs, however. And he went from 3-0 to a strikeout.
3-1 and nowhere to put him. Williams a long period to Wade. He has the sign, kicks and delivers. Fouled straight back. And the count is full to Uemoto, the biggest pitch of the ball game coming up next. Brian Lockhart is on deck. The extra hitter is 1 for 2 today. Payoff coming from Williams. Size the shoulders. Readies and fires. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 89 for the second out of the inning. Strikeout number 8 for the righty James Williams.
Yeah, a little deja vu. He put more on that one. 89, upper part of the zone, good location, and blows it by him.
So now it's up to Brian Lockhart. Ready batter, 1 for 2 with a single in the third off Williams. The first pitch, swing and a miss. That's 90 from Williams. Man, he's found something extra here in the 5th inning. That's his fastest pitch of the day. Bases loaded, 2 out, bottom 5, 2-0 lead for the Lumberjacks, trying to keep the Bootleggers scoreless. 0-1. It's high on a fastball again at 90, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, he's just going right after these hitters. Pitching from the windup, bases loaded, 2 outs. Trying to get a big out here.
High set, kicks and delivers. Breaking ball catches the bottom corner of the zone. 1-2 to Lockhart, who taps his helmet, signaling my bad, and will step out and look down at John Tessier, the Bootleggers coach at third. Now back into the batter's box. 1-2 count, 2 outs, bases juiced. Williams readies and throws. It's high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Martin at third, Carrillo at second, Johnson at first. The Bootleggers have stranded 5 runners already today. They're at risk of stranding 3 more. The 2-2 home. Swing and a miss. Williams strikes out Lockhart. He's been a magician today, getting out of jams time and time again. 9 strikeouts, 5 shutout innings, and the undefeated Lumberjacks go to the 6th, leading 2-0 on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
2 locations with something for everyone. Stuffed Pizza Bar and Grill.
Back at Palm Springs Stadium, first pitch of the top of the 6 is in for a strike, or taken low actually, to Cameron DeJournay, the designated hitter. Righty batter is 0 for 2 today, facing the lefty youngster Ishmael Quintero into his 6th inning of work. The 1-0, breaking ball sails high. 2 balls and no strikes. It's been an excellent afternoon for Quintero, the southpaw at a Quartz Hill High School in Lancaster, an hour north of Los Angeles. He's off to Calstead, LA to join his twin brother Isaac this fall. 2-0. Lined into center. Coming in is Martin under the baseball. Makes the catch, 1 away. That's a pretty exciting next couple months, and has been for the Quintero brothers. They graduate high school. Now they get their first taste of collegiate action here in the PSCL, and both have played well so far for a really good team. And then you get to start college. How fun is that at Calstead, LA?
Yeah, awesome journey. Getting some game reps here, trying to stay in game shape. Take a couple months off, and then back at it again in the fall.
2-0 Lumberjack lead in the top of the 6th. Eric Ariola swings at the first pitch, pops it up into right center. Long run over for Martin, and he makes the jogging catch all the way in right center. A couple steps from the track. Ariola gave it a ride. But just like that, there's 2 outs, and Quintero is on a roll. He's retired 6 in a row.
Yeah, he's done a great job. Fortunately for him, he hasn't had run support up to this point. But, I mean, going almost 6 innings here, 1 out away from doing that. Only 2 runs allowed.
Pinch hitter coming to the plate for the Lumberjacks with 2 outs and the base is empty. It's Drew Perry's spot up, who tripled and scored the first run in the second, but instead it will be Caden Stillwell, the Ventura College infielder, to come up with 2 outs and nobody on. Sam DiMatteo, some words for Stillwell before this at bat in the 6th. 2 more innings for the Bootleggers to have a chance. There is some action in the Lumberjacks bullpen. Drew Perry, that's why he's not at the plate. Drew Perry's a 2-way guy. He's warming up in the bullpen. Very interested to see Will James Williams come out for another inning in the 6th. His pitch count is certainly getting up there. 2 outs and the base is empty. The first pitch home to Stillwell sails high, 1-0. The Bootleggers also have some action in their bullpen. Possibly for the 7th inning if Quintero can get this last out of the 6th. Pitch home is fouled away. And it's 0-2 to Stillwell.
Yeah, 87 pitches right now for Williams through 5. And interesting to see if they'll have him start that 6th inning or not.
Here's the 0-2. Check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did, and that's the second strikeout. So now second strike. So now it's 1-2. Eric Sampayan, another recent high school grad, lefty, is getting tosses in the Bootleggers pen. 1-2 count to Stillwell. Here's the pitch. Low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Heart of the lineup coming up for the Bootleggers in the bottom of the 6th. Ramirez, Gonzalez, and Rice. Quintero shakes off a sign. Now has one he likes and fires home. A fastball outside. And it's gone full to Stillwell. Quintero has not walked a batter today. He has hit 1. He's allowed just 4 hits, 2 runs. Payoff pitch coming to Stillwell. A kick and a throw. Swing and a miss. Oh, it's foul tipped, and oh no. Oh my. It hit Percival, and he is down on the ground in some pain. I think that might have got him in the place you do not want to get hit. He's in some serious pain. Hands on his knees, bending down by home plate, and John Tessier's over to make sure he's okay.
Yeah, that's just painful to see. Pitch fouled off right there. And he's going to try and...
Doesn't get more painful than that. But it's one you just have to wait a couple minutes. Hopefully he'll start feeling better. So
Yeah,
if he was able to squeeze it, it would have been out number 3. A nice changeup, but just below his glove.
Yeah, he's going to stay in the game, showing off the toughness. He wants to be out there, and obviously you love that.
So we'll try the payoff again to Stillwell. Quintero trying to potentially finish his outing with some action in the bootlegger pen. Back-to-back 1-2-3 innings. It's been excellent starting pitching. James Williams for the Jacks. Ishmael Quintero for the Bootleggers. 7th pitch of this at-bat upcoming. Quintero turns and throws. It's low, ball 4. Stillwell off the bench works a patient walk, and that'll pave the way for Cam Tarling. 1 for 2 today and an RBI. He singled in the 4th and came around to score. That was the 2nd run of the game in the 4th. Triple by Drew Perry in the 2nd, scored on an RBI ground out by Tarling. And then in the 4th, Tarling singled, stole 2nd, and then while he was stealing 3rd, Evan Percival threw a ball into left field that allowed him to score. First pitch home is hammered into right center. Martin racing over, dives, and can't make the catch. It's off his glove, rolling into right. It's picked up by the right fielder. 1 run will score. Hustling to 3rd is Tarling with an RBI triple. Oh, Martin was inches, millimeters really away from a web gem to save a run, but couldn't squeeze it, and it's 3-0.
He almost made one of the best catches you will ever see on a baseball diamond. Full out extension on the run. Got a great read off the bat and just out of the snow cone catch. Unable to get there and results in an RBI triple for Tarling and now 3-0 for the Jacks.
Huge insurance run added on by the Jacks. Boy, would have that been special by Martin, especially in the significance of the moment to go full extension. And he was close. It bounced off his glove. Just couldn't squeeze it. And how about that? That's the 3rd triple. There's been 5 hits for the Lumberjacks. 3 of them have been triples. You always go to the ballpark every day and you see something you've never seen before. And I don't think I've ever seen 3 triples by a team. I'm not sure I've ever seen 3 triples by a team in a game, especially 3 triples when you only have 5 hits. Brings up Anthony Thomas, who's 0 for 2 today, lefty batter. First pitch home. It's outside, 1-0. So Tarling at 3rd. 90 feet away from another insurance run. 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 6th for the Lumberjacks. Cam Tarling's had a day. An RBI, a run. It's been big in the 6th spot. Pitch home, sails outside, 2-0.
Yeah, they love to score in the even innings and continuing to slightly chipping away from their lead here in the later innings.
Quintero looking for the last out of the 6th inning and finish a quality start. 2-0, popped up off the end of the bat out of play. 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors for the undefeated Lumberjacks, 7-0. The Bootleggers 4-2, no runs on 5 hits and 2 errors. And the story of the game has been runs left stranded for the Bootleggers. They have stranded 8 runners in 5 innings. 8 runners, twice the bases loaded. Haven't found the clutch hit today. 2-0. Fouled back and out of play. Long look for Quintero. Peeks over at 3rd. Has the sign at the belt and delivers. Low. Oh, it goes right through the legs of Percival back to the backstop, and that'll score Tarling 4-0. Frustrated Cam Tarling. He slams his catcher's mask on the ground right through the 5-hole. And a 2nd run tacked on by the Jacks is a huge one here in the 6th inning.
Yeah, that's just a ball that has to be fielded in front of you, cannot get behind you, and he doesn't really put his glove down on the dirt, kind of just lets it go right between his legs and results in another run for the Jacks.
Full count to Thomas. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the glove of Percival, and that retires the sign. An excellent outing today by Quintero. If that does it, 6 excellent innings, 3 strikeouts. He holds the Jacks to 5 hits, but 4 runs in total with 2 coming across in the 6th. Cam Tarling has had a day. An RBI triple. He scores the 2nd run of the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Bootleggers looking for some offense, and a new pitcher coming in for the Jacks on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Hey, Power Baseball fans. Looking to hit a home run against pests in your home? Rudy's Pest Control is your winning choice. Rudy's Flex 80/90 Pest Control Plan offers effective and affordable protection with just 5 visits a year instead of the usual 12, so you'll have more time to do what you love. Visit rudyspest.com or call 760-746-PEST and declare, heck no, 12's gotta go. Rudy's Pest Control is your home run choice, so get started today.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Bottom 6 from the PSCL final game. Drew Perry will take the bump for the Lumberjacks in the bottom of the 6th. The day is done for James Williams. He's in line for the win. 5 shutout innings, back-to-back shutout innings for the righty from Moreno Valley. He's been brilliant. Now it's up to Drew Perry to try to potentially the last 6 outs here for the Lumberjacks in a 4-0 lead and go to 8-0 on the season. Perry, a big righty, 2-way guy from Feather River Community College. It's up in the Sierra Nevadas in Northern California. Perry started the game in left field, came out, and now big righty on the bump. Perry, 6'5", 220 pounds. Face the heart of the Bootleggers lineup, 4, 5, and 6. Jayce Ramirez, the designated hitter, digs in. He struck out both times, but gets to face a new pitcher in Perry. Perry turns and delivers. A strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Bootleggers have stranded 8 runners today. They've had their chances. They have 5 hits, but have not gotten the clutch yet. The 0-1 popped up off the end of the bat behind home plate. Looking up behind home plate is Derek Houston, who's in at catcher, and it sails out of play. Anthony Thomas, I should say, behind the plate now for the Lumberjacks, replacing Ben Wade. Defensive substitution for Sam DiMatteo. Here's the 0-1 from Perry. A half-hearted swing inside. That's strike number 3. Ramirez tied up on a nasty breaking ball. 10th time the Bootleggers have struck out. 1 away.
Yeah, good start to the ball game coming in. Starting your afternoon with a strikeout, a quick one as well.
I'll bring up Nicholas Gonzalez, lefty batting first baseman. 1 out, nobody on. 4-0 lead in the bottom of the 6th for the Lumberjacks. First pitch sails outside, 1-0. Perry's got a 4-pitch mix, 2-seam fastball, slider, curveball, changeup for the big righty. High set and a throw. It's fouled straight back, and it's quickly. No balls, 2 strikes to Gonzalez. 1 for 2 today for the lefty first baseman. He singled back in the 2nd and was stranded at seconds. The story of the afternoon for John Tessier's squad, trying to keep pace with the Blue Sox and stay in first place in the Northern Division. Pitch home is inside, and it hits Gonzalez off the hip. Some action here for the Bootleggers on the base pass. Blue Sox won earlier today. Thriller over MLBDC China to move to 5-2. The Bootleggers need a win to keep pace. John Tessier will use a courtesy runner for Gonzalez. Might not be as flight of foot as some of the other runners on the roster. And Bo Kerrer, who was teammates with the Bootleggers starter Ishmael Quintero at Quartz Hill High School in Lancaster, will take his place at first. First pitch home is low and inside to Owen Rice, 0 for 1 and hit by a pitch today. Pitch home. Inside. 2-0 to Rice. Is this the inning the Bootleggers can finally pull through and put some runs on the board, give themselves a chance? 2 in the top half of the inning for the Jacks to double their lead. It's the 2-0 misses low, and it's now 3-0 to Rice.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to do it, now would be the time. New arm out there, and hitters count here, already a runner on, trying to cut into this 4-0 deficit.
3-0 home. It's right down the middle for a strike. 3-1. 87 on the gun for Barry. We've seen some hot arms out of the pen. Starters for the Jacks. They certainly have the best pitching staff in the league statistically. Pickoff throw back to first is a good one. Head first slide back in safely by Carrere. 87-88 we've seen consistently here from Barry in the first inning. James Williams topped out at 90 in the fifth to get out of a bases loaded jam to end his afternoon. 3-1 is outside, ball 4. So a hit by pitch and a walk, and guess what, Jayce? Runners on the pond for the Bootleggers, and it's just a case of can they come through with a clutch hit.
Yeah, they've been hitting 5 hits, tied with the Jacks. It's just they haven't been hitting with runners in scoring position, and that's been the problem. They've had 2 bases loaded opportunities in the third and in last inning, and couple strikeouts, and just haven't been able to put the ball in play.
Nathan Durant is 0 for 2 today. Ready batting third baseman. Flew out and grounded out. His first time here facing the big righty Drew Barry, whose jersey is half untucked out of his pants. That's certainly an extra large. Lanky righty pitcher on the right side of the rubber delivers home. It's hammered high in the sky into left center. Racing Johnson back over his head and rolling to the wall. 1 run will score. Tessier has the wave sign around. Here comes the relay. He is safe at the plate. A 2 RBI double for Nathan Durant. The clutch hit and the lead cut in half.
Right on cue. Finally, hitter coming up clutch. Durant with runners in scoring position, and the 2 free bases cost the hit by pitch and now via the walk, and Drew Perry's got to try and keep and limit the damage. Bootleggers cutting in the lead in half, now just trailing 4-2.
A brand new ball game as Connor Martin comes to the plate. Durant at second. Martin's the tying run with 1 out. The Bootleggers will not quit today. There is still action in the Bootleggers bullpen, by the way. First pitch home to the lefty. Martin is in for a strike. It is now Derek Stutzer, a righty at a College of the Desert, throwing in the pen. 0-1 home. Chopped off the end of the bat, down the first base line, gloved by the second baseman. Eli throws to first, and that's the second out. Durant goes to third. He's 90 feet away, and Evan Persifil will come to the plate.
Yeah, just a soft contact, good bounce back there from Perry. Not letting the situation stress him out completely, just going right after the next hitter and getting that out number 2.
Persifil's 1 for 2 today, singled back in the third. His first time facing Drew Perry. The big righty sets and delivers. A looping breaking ball is in for a strike, 0-1. 2 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors for the Bootleggers. 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors for the undefeated Lumberjacks. Pitch home, cut on and missed, 0-2. A tantalizing changeup that fell out of the zone and left Percival lunging for his life. Steady wind continues to blow in from left field on a beautiful day in Palm Springs. 0-2, swing and a miss. Stays with the changeup. Drew Perry strikes out Percival to retire the sign in the 6th, but the Bootleggers get back in the ball game. A 2 RBI double by Nathan Durant, and it's 4-2 as we head to the 7th. This has been a fun one on the PSCL Broadcast Network. Top of the 7th. A beautiful Thursday afternoon on the summer solstice here in Palm Springs. We've had a great game, Jayce. I think we've really got everything we've asked for and then more. Great starting pitching, some clutch hitting in the 6th inning, and a 4-2 lead for two first-place teams. The Lumberjacks 7-0, leading the Bootleggers 4-2 as we enter the 7th.
Yeah, Ish Q, a great pitching performance for him. 6 great innings. 4 runs, only 3 of them being earned. Just one of them with the pass ball. But, I mean, you talk about keeping your team in the ball game, going 6 strong innings, allowing just 5 hits against best offense in the league, 3 strikeouts, and really limited the free passes. Just 1 hit by pitch and 1 walk. And he kept definitely the Bootleggers in the game. And now it'll be up to Derek Stutzer here to keep the game where it is here in the 7th.
Reddy Stutzer stands 6'2", 195 on the bump out of College of the Desert. Redshirt freshman, now going into his redshirt sophomore year. Just finished up his first full season with the Roadrunners, about 30 minutes away in Palm Desert. So Sam DiMatteo, the Lumberjacks coach, is head coach in college, but now he faces them here in the 7th inning. Binion Gebhardt, who has a triple today, an RBI triple back in the 4th, will lead off here in the top of the 7th. The Lumberjacks would love some insurance. A huge 2 RBI double by Nathan Durant, giving the first 2 runs of the game to the Bootleggers and cutting a 4-0 lead for the Jacks in half. The Bootleggers will have 9-1-2 coming up in the bottom of the 7th. Anthony Carrillo, Troy Johnson, and Christian Maciel due up. Gebhardt, ready batter to face the ready Stutzer. Sets at the belt and delivers. A fastball skips low, 1-0.
Yeah, with some Gebhardt and Eli, as we mentioned, rotating throughout the game, second short, but he's made some great plays. We saw him make a fantastic 360 spin and an absolute cannon over there. Make some good plays to end the inning, and he's been all over the diamond.
Fastball changeup slider for Stutzer. 1-0. Inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Final game on the stadium here today. We've had 4 great games across the Palm Springs Stadium complex. The Haymakers took down the Bombers. First game on the stadium 8-3. The Blue Sox held off a furious rally by MLB DC China for a thrilling 11-10 win on the backfield. Game number 1 there. 1-1, lined left side, past the shortstop Rice into left field. Line drive base hit for Gebhardt, who's got a 2-hit afternoon.
Yeah, good swing by him. 2-0 hitters count. Knows the heater's coming, and he's just waiting for it and jumps all over it. Gets the leadoff party started here for the Jacks.
So Gebhardt aboard at first. It brings up Dryden Fuco, the extra hitter. He's 0 for 2 today. Lefty batter in a bright red batting helmet. Gebhardt's got some good speed. He's got a 3-stride lead at first. He's dancing. First pitch home, grounded right side, just foul. The A's have just won their 3rd straight win. Look out for Jimmy Johnson's bunch. You knew they could hit. It was just if they could find some consistency pitching-wise. They've won the last 3 days, just taking down the Coyotes. The A's are a 1-4 just a few days ago, are all the way back at 500 now, 4-4.
Yeah, they have a lot of fireballers on that team. It was just a matter of being around the strike zone, and they've found their touch within this week.
This is the final game to finish up here at the PSCL. Quick step off by Stutzer. Gebhardt steps back on the bag. 6-2, the final, the A's over the Yotes. Pitch home, swing and a miss. Throw down to second is well wide. And Rice has to race over to stop it from going into center. That's a stolen base for Binion Gebhardt. He has done it all today. Great fielding. Triple, single, stolen base. He's had some good pitching numbers as well. For the Jacks, versatile do-it-all player for Sam DiMatteo squad. Long look back, Stutzer at second and comes home. It sails outside. And it's 2-0. Griffin Epstein, Jayce Cicinelli, Palm Springs Stadium wrapping up Summer Solstice Baseball.
Yeah, he's taking a long time here trying to get the sign, trying to get back in the count.
Stutzer takes a peek back at second. Gebhardt's dancing over there. And finally comes home. It's inside, and it hit off the barrel of the bat of Fuco. So that goes down as a strike, unfortunately, for Dryden. It's 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, pitch right there on the hands, trying to keep his hands away from it. Obviously a dangerous spot, but gets off the knob and unable to take the free 90.
Center fielder Martin is shaded over a little bit to the right, playing Fuco to pole. And Carrillo in right is certainly also shaded over a few steps closer to the line. Here's the 2-1. Inside, it skips past Percival, takes a nasty hop to the right. Rounding third is Gebhardt. Percival finally gets to it by the Jacks dugout. That took a weird hop off the backstop. And an insurance run is 90 feet away for the Jacks.
Yeah, and still no one out. That's a big miscue right there, and trying to get back in the count here.
3-1 count to Fuco. Infield playing in, the shortstop Rice on the grass. Potentially throwing home. Every run counts in a 2-run ball game. Pitch home. Right down the middle, and it's worked full. No, that's strike 3, make it to Fuco. So a much-needed first out. Stutzer's first out he's recorded. It's by way of the K, and it brings up Ben Wade. Wade is 1 for 2 today. Singled back in the third. Back to the top of the order, and Nick Eli after. Infield still in for the Bootleggers. First pitch home, fastball outside, 1-0. Carrillo, Johnson, Uemoto due up for the Bootleggers in the bottom of the 7th. Try to complete a comeback. Popped up off the end of the bat into center. This should be deep enough. Martin will make the catch. Here comes Gebhardt. The throw home is a good one, but it skips off the glove of Percival and still would have been late for the speedy Gebhardt. A huge insurance run for the Jacks makes it 5-2.
Yeah, good swing right there. Sack fly RBI, just getting the ball right in the outfield, and Tom is able to come up.
Back to Nick Eli. So for 3 today. Stutzer winds and delivers. Chop third base side. He'll stay fair. Glove by Durant. Throw across the diamond is one-hopped into the glove of Gonzalez to retire the side. One more, though, added by the Jacks. A leadoff single by Gebhardt. He steals the base and scores on a sac fly. It's 5-2. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Bootleggers on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
There's something winning in the agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Last chance for the Bootleggers, trying to knock off the undefeated Lumberjacks as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. 5-2 lead for the undefeated Jacks over the first place Bootleggers, who enter today 4-2. Some noise emanating out of the Bootleggers dugout as they try to mount a rally. Drew Perry did allow 2 runs in the 6th, but got out of the inning without any more damage. Will try to earn the save for the Lumberjacks and Coach Sam DiMatteo, one of the tightest games the Jacks have played this year. Just 2 games they played that have been decided by 3 runs or less. They haven't been in this spot a lot of blowouts, but the Bootleggers have certainly been up to task today. Were shut out through the first 5 innings, but they had runners on base. They stranded 8 runners, including twice with the bases loaded, before finally in the 6th, Nathan Durant came through with a 2 RBI double. Anthony Carrillo, the lefty batter, will lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th. The first pitch home from Barry. It sails outside for a ball. Carrillo pinch hit for Kenny Booth playing right field, and he walked back in the 5th. Pitch home is fouled back and out of play. Following him's the top of the order, and Troy Johnson, who's been the best hitter all year for the Bootleggers, and boy, has he had a great day. He hasn't gotten out yet. 2 for 2 with a walk. 1-1 count to Carrillo. Barry working quickly. Black glove up near his chest. Sidesteps, turns, and delivers. It's high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Final game on the stadium today has been a great one between 2 strong championship contenders. The 2-1 cut on and missed. Big fastball, 2-2. 87 on the gun. Perry kicks and fires. Flied high in the air, down the left field line. Still well on his horse, but it bounces in foul territory.
Yeah, Carrillo trying to time it up. A little late there. Fastball outer half, high 80s, and trying to put bat on ball. Good swing, and trying to get a leadoff base runner down 3 runs here in their final hope.
Another 2-2 coming. Here it is. Inside, just missed. Perry thought he had strike 3. The count's rung full to Carrillo. Bootleggers trail 5-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the payoff. Grounded hard down the right field line, but foul. Carrillo just missed that one, and the 7th pitch of the at-bat is upcoming.
Yeah, late swing, early swing. Trying to put the ball in play here.
Another payoff home. Swing and a miss. Fastball up by Perry at 88. And the Bootleggers down to their last 2 outs.
Good pitch, good location. Going right after the hitter, and Carrillo unable to catch up.
Troy Johnson's had a special day. 2 for 2 and a walk. It's been the clutch hitter all year for John Tessier's squad. Trying to get things going in the 7th with 1 out and nobody on. Bootleggers trailing 5-2. First pitch home, a strike on the outside corner. Both teams play again tomorrow. Bootleggers have the early game on the backfield, taking on the Rush at 8:30. The Lumberjacks will follow them. Really good game against the Blue Sox. 0-1, flared off the end of the bat. Softly hits shortstop. Gebhardt fields, fires to first, 2 away. And the Bootleggers are down to their last out. Trez Uemoto, pinch hit for Christian Maciel. The second base spot back in the 5th. Stands to the plate. He struck out swinging in his only plate appearance. Lefty batter facing righty pitcher. Perry delivers home. Outside 1-0. 1-0. Fouled straight back. 1 ball and 1 strike to Uemoto. 5 runs on 6 hits. No errors for the Lumberjacks. 2 runs on 6 hits. 2 errors for the Bootleggers, who have stranded 9 runners today in 6 innings. Not the recipe for success when you're facing an undefeated squad. Boy, they got the pitching they needed. Couldn't come in clutch offensively. 1-1, fastball high and away, 2-1.
Yeah, they've had more runners on than the Jacks and just haven't had really a lot of those clutch hits. Obviously, only Durant, third baseman, coming in clutch last inning.
Here's the 2-1. It's high and tight this time. 3 balls, 1 strike. There is some action in the Jacks bullpen if Perry gets into any trouble, but he just needs 1 more out to close out the win. Kicks and delivers. Inside corner for a strike, and it's worked for to Uemoto, and the Jacks are a strike away. It's Nick Eli throwing in the pen for the Jacks. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss. 8-0 for the Lumberjacks. They take down the first place Bootleggers with a 5-2 victory.
Yeah, you could talk to all the Lumberjack players. Not the best game they've played this season, but they get the job done. The excellent pitching. All started on the mound. Williams, the 5 strong innings he went, and Drew Perry able to get the last 2 innings out of the pen and beat the Bootleggers. If they've dropped now 3 straight, 4-3, as they'll host the Rush tomorrow.
High-five line once again for the Jacks. They don't know what losing feels like yet this season. They moved to 8-0, so it's certainly one of the harder victories they've had. A tight ball game throughout. Was scoreless it was just a 2-run ball game into the 4th. 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th. The Jacks got some insurance with 2 in the 6th, and that ended up being the 2 winning runs as Nathan Durant hit a 2 RBI double to trim the lead to 2, but the Jacks added 1 more in the 7th, and Drew Perry earns the save, sending down the Bootleggers in order. James Williams earns the win on the Jacks. 5 shutout innings. That's back-to-back starts. Shutout for Williams. He improves to now 2-0, make it on the season, and 3 excellent starts. Certainly has had some of the best pitching of any pitcher in the league so far this season. Ishmael Quintero, he was excellent on the mound. He's the really unlucky loser in the end, allowed 4 runs in 6 innings of work on 5 hits. Offensively, Troy Johnson led the Bootleggers. He was 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. And on the other side, Cameron Tarling had 2 huge hits. He was 2 for 3, 2 RBIs for the Lumberjacks, including a key triple and run to add some insurance for the Jacks in the 6th inning. Jayce, your final thoughts on another great day of baseball here in the PSCL?
Yeah, I mean, another good, hard-fought win for the Lumberjacks, continuing their winning ways to 8-0. And as far as the Bootleggers, they got to figure it out. They started out this season so good, 4-0, and just the bats haven't been clicking the last couple games. They've been dominated by some good pitching, some velocity, and they got to figure out the winning recipe of what was working earlier for them after starting 4-0. They drop now to 4-3.
Well, we hope you join us again tomorrow on the PSCL Broadcast Network. Another great day of baseball in the stadium. The Coyotes and Haymakers will open up the action at 9 o'clock. And then the day cap will be MLB DC China, who's looked good the last couple days, including a win yesterday. They'll take on a good Colonials team at 11:30. Our broadcasting crew's looking forward to bringing that to you tomorrow right here on the PSCL Broadcast Network. The final totals, though, here from our final game on the stadium today. 5 runs on 6 hits, no errors for the Bootleggers for the Lumberjacks in victory. 2 runs and 6 hits, 2 errors for the Bootleggers, who fall to 4-3. The Lumberjacks remain undefeated, looking for their 3rd straight championship. They improve to 8-0. For our entire excellent broadcast team up here in the booth, Ethan Gomolka to my right, being our stats analytics wizard and DJ, Jayce Cicinelli to my left. Had a great day. I've been Griffin Epstein. Enjoy the rest of your summer solstice. We'll talk to you